World War II, over 70 million lives lost, an entire nation scarred forever. While the world remembers heroes from America, Britain, and Russia, there's one chapter that remains forgotten. 2.5 million Indian soldiers, the largest volunteer army in history. These were men and women who fought for freedom, honor, and courage. Yet their sacrifices are missing from the pages of history. India, under British rule, was dragged into the war, but what followed stunned the world. Over 2.5 million Indians volunteered to fight. Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, and Christians united. Not out of loyalty to the British Empire, but because they believed in the call of duty. Over 8,700 Indian soldiers died. More than 3,4,000 were wounded, and thousands were imprisoned in brutal camps. From the deserts of North Africa to the freezing mountains of Europe, Indian soldiers stood on the front lines of history. Stories of bravery, heroes of the front won. Monte Cassino won. At the Battle of Monte Cassino's, one of WRI's most brutal confrontations. Indian soldiers were tasked with breaking through German lines. Naik Yeshwant Gaj, just 25 years old, charged at enemy machine guns alone to save his unit and never returned. For his courage, he was awarded the Victoria Cross, Britain's highest honor. 2. The Burma Front. The jungles of Burma became a graveyard for many. Disease, swamps, and brutal fighting made it one of WRR's toughest battles. Subedar Ram Singh risked his life again and again, carrying his wounded brothers through fire, refusing to leave anyone behind. Their courage in Burma helped turn the tide against the Japanese. 3. North Africa. The Forgotten Desert Warriors. In the scorching deserts of North Africa, Indian soldiers faced Hitler's finest troops. They repaired tanks, carried supplies, and fought alongside Allied forces to push back the German army. Their efforts were critical to victories at places like El Alamein, a turning point in the war. Jack Turner wrote, at the time of World War I and World War II, 4. Women on the front lines, 1,000 Indian women served as nurses, treating wounded soldiers in makeshift hospitals near battlefields. And then there were the warriors, the Rani of Jhansi Regiment, created by Subhash Chandra Bose. These women trained, fought, and broke barriers, proving that courage knows no gender. Oh. When the war ended, these soldiers returned to a land that had forgotten them. No celebrations, no recognition. Many graves lie abandoned in faraway lands. Silent witnesses to their bravery. Over 8,700 Indian soldiers gave their lives, but their names and their sacrifices faded into silence. These men and women didn't just fight for a war, they fought for courage, duty, and honor. Their sacrifices shaped history, but their stories must not fade. Let us remember their names, their faces, and their bravery, so they live on forever. If this story moved you, share this video so the world remembers the unsung heroes of India in World War II. Subscribe to our channel for more stories of forgotten bravery, stories that deserve to be heard.